Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Sort of Decking Diaries with just me, Mark, and there is no Jack. We're in, I'm in my house. It's Christmas break, as you can see. We're off the tree. Oh, I should have put my lights on. Boom, just like that. It's Christmas. Yeah, we're off on Christmas break. Jack's at his house. And you will notice, we're decorated for Christmas and a bit for birthday. That's because it was my son's 9th birthday on Sunday, which is awesome. Happy birthday, Frankie. But yeah, the aim of this video this week is to bring you some tool-related stuff, and primarily, the main tools that we use on a daily basis. And that's going to be showing you all our power tools, our hand tools. There'll be one tool I can't show you, and that's the chop saw. That's because it's in the van. Yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the video, guys, because that's what's coming up next. But first and foremost, it is the 23rd or the 22nd of December. And this is a pile of Christmas presents that I have not wrapped for my wife. I'm going to stick you guys on a quick time lapse. I'm going to get this stuff smashed out. I mean smashed out, wrapped really fast. Nice bows, obviously. Yeah, and then we'll get on with the tool fun. Hey presto, so I'm going to make another coffee because that's no good, and we'll get rid of all this stuff and we'll get the tools out. You ready? Okay guys, so let's talk about tools. Let's talk about the tools that we use on a day-to-day basis and the things that you might need as sort of basic essentials if you wanted to do your own decking at home. Especially if you've got the option now to follow along with some of our videos, and if you blast it in the comments with any questions, I'm here to help. So yeah, let's go through our tools then. I think it's only fair to start with the packouts. You don't need them, but my God, you've seen the back of our van. Me and Jack love packout. We love Milwaukee. In our opinion, it's like the best modular storage you can get. But yeah, so showing that, I'm going to break it down, I'm going to open it up, and we're going to show you guys what we've got inside. I'm going to start with my tote bag. I'm just going to take it off, put it to one side, and we'll go through that as like all the hand tools. Oh! But yeah, everything just clicks and locks in and locks off. That's how Packout does. The radio, it's not, you can't really call it an essential item on site, but I wouldn't be there if we didn't have one. yeah, it's the motivational machine, isn't it? That's what it is. But yeah, that's just, again saying it's all click on. Oh, my packout's rolling. Let me come back in. That's what this little foot stopper's for. But yeah, it's all click on, click off. With these funny little cleat design feet on the bottom, which I'll show you in a little bit close up if you like. But there's the radio. That doesn't live on my stack. It's worth pointing out that and that do not live on my stack. They're only at home because they're normally clipped up on the walls in the van. But I want to bring them home, give everything a clean down, and show you guys what we have on us. Because obviously there's other stuff in the van that I'm not showing you. There's Jack's tools, which are still in the van. I have a leaf blower, which is awesome, which Jack got me. Love you, Jack. Milwaukee, great for cleaning up with. These boxes here, these Milwaukee organizer boxes, this one I've gutted, and it's got all of our tripods and stuff in it. That didn't ought to be in there. But yeah, tripods, little cloth to keep the camera clean. Ironically, the microphones, if you can't hear me. All the camera stuff stays in there anyway. But that again, it's all this click clunk clunk click clunk love it. But this one, we have mounts on the wall in the van, and this one is a stack of a few of them. Again, doesn't stay on my pack. But this is my stack as it stands basically. Sometimes my tote's on it, sometimes it's not. I have asked Santa, I can see it over there wrapped up, for a compact box to take my circular saw, which is in there. I didn't bring it in there, but I'll show you that as well. But that's not an essential item. Yeah, I've asked for a compact box to go up on this. There'll be a compact box and my tote, and that's my stack done. And then Jack has a really similar stack next door. He has his 1, 2, 3 box, and then he has the wide tote, the big bertha of a tote. A bit too big if you ask me, but Jack's a big strong boy, so he can carry a big tote. And yeah, but basically we have the same again. Jack has 2 box ones because he has his bolt gun in it, because you see we bolt our posts on. So what he has is he has another Milwaukee drill with an 8mm loaded in it, an 8mm drill bit, and the Milwaukee 1/2-inch subcompact, I think it is. Yeah, the subcompact impact gun, and that yeah, and that just has a 17mm socket on all day, and that's his drilling and bolting jig, and that's in one of his top boxes. And then his other boxes sort of proceed in a really similar way to mine. So let's get straight in. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit because you don't want to just see my face or my ass. So yeah, right, top of my box then. You see in the little bit at the start of this video, or it might be in the middle of it, I'm not sure where I've put it, but yeah, you see me adding in my sockets, because sockets, man, we use sockets all the time. We bolt everything, anything. When we're moving old stuff, there's always different size bolts going on, but throughout, most people use a 17, most decking companies, as do we. Yeah, keep my little bit, boom, because that's what we need to put into. This is what I was saying. Jack uses a 1/2-inch impact, not driver, impact wrench, you call it. And it obviously has the 1/2-inch anvil on the end instead of the 1/4-inch receiver for the bits. But I just got 2 of these. Yeah, there's my square. Everyone's got to have a speed square on them, man. I don't know how you get through the day without that. Right angle bit is handy because we work with a lot of stuff that's like really close to the floor, and trying to get a fixing in there is a nightmare, especially on the steps and things like that. Obviously, you need your drill driver combo. We got my driver drill is awful. It is. I will slag Milwaukee off of this, but it's the first one I bought, and I've not replaced it because I just don't use it that often. But yeah, it's the OG, just the brushless job, not fuel. It's awful. It really is. So underpowered. Jack has the fuel one, and it absolutely makes a monkey out of that. But I do have the Gen 3 fuel impact driver, which is a night piece. You notice all my batteries have got carrots on it. It's a silly nickname me and my mate Chris have got. But yeah, they're all genuine batteries under there. These are just stickers that I get off a guy from eBay. But yeah, you can see this, they're all Gen up batteries. Yeah, I get these graphics off a guy on eBay. If I can remember how to do it, I'll try and get a link to the guy in the description, because it's cool. You can have whatever you want, and it stops everyone's batteries getting mixed up. If Jack's wandering about with a battery that says carrots on it, I know it's mine. And yeah, if you're working on big sites and you've got loads of people with 5-amp batteries everywhere, I imagine it'll get lost all day long. But yeah, they have the 1 key on them, which is a cracking feature. I don't know if you guys have had much to do with them, but 1 key is it's like a Bluetooth tracker. Yeah, you need impact driver. This one's going in the top list of important tools for decking. Impact rated driver bits, I'd favour like a 50mm or even longer. You've seen me use what Raf calls my wizard sticks all the time. Yeah, I'd love them. Working around plastic, we let me see if I can get that to focus on properly. Yeah, working around plastic, we have the larger girth of a bit holder can sometimes rub up against the plastic, and it will just burn straight into it. So using a thin, long bit, keeping everything that's spinning away from the material, it just helps. But yeah, in here we've just got just Thunderweb drill bits. Oh, these were just the 50mm impact bits. We use a PZ3, a PZ2, and a PH2. They're our most common bits. But as for the top box, nothing else. Spare pencil just in case the tracer dies. But yeah, latch that bad boy up again. Oh, pull him off and pop him up. And let's have a look in my second box, because this is going to have some more of the key elements, the decking key elements. I got this side up. Yeah, so unlock big latches. Right, yeah. So in my box too, like I say, I've got another driver. This is just another brushless one. This is essential item number 3 though, out of all our power tools. So we've got a drill driver combi set, and then our jigsaw. Man, what would we do without these things, eh? You see us sculpting out our post cutouts with them. If you don't have a circular saw, you can rip the boards down with it. It won't give you as good a finish, but you see we put a C-channel on it over anyway, so most companies don't even use circular saws. You can get by with a jiggy. But yeah, it's the same much uses for it. It'll cut fascia in a pinch, it'll do whatever you need. You see my blade is massive. It's a 250mm long blade. Let me eject it without shooting it across the living room. Burnt out of its mind, but still sharp, because we only cut plastic, don't we? But yeah, the burning on it is evident of why I use such a long blade. Because you see, obviously, we're cutting into a hollow channel of the plastic decking, say when we're doing a post cut out. And I like to get my jigsaw blade in, and I'm following my top line on top of the board, and the bottom of this blade, I'll have it bent and contorted in some right shapes as I go around underneath. Yeah, because there's a nice undercut underneath the board, because that's never seen. And then not only that, having the blade out and having a bit more control over having so much blade out of it gives you a wonderful curve. Trying to get a big blade to do a curve is a nightmare. But yeah, it gets a wonderful curve for them sculpted post cutouts. And you couldn't do it with a short blade, because it would just bounce into the deck board and make an absolute mess. So yeah, so that's why we do that, and that's why my jigsaw blade's blue from being bent. But yeah, jigsaw, 100% must have. Steel wool, just in case my hammer looks dirty. Boom, pump wedges. These things are great, man. You can pump wedge stuff all day long. You just shove it under stuff, and then just like a blood pressure thing, it inserts, blows, lifts up. It'll lift up out, man. I mean, what does the weight rate on these things give? It's not an advert, doesn't say, but you can lift like a house. I'm gonna say a house. I'm gonna say a bold statement and say you can lift a whole house with 2 of those, maybe 4. Yeah, down there's just some my hole saws. Boom, amazing bit that is. Fast cap quick change. If you haven't got one of these for your hole saw sets, amazing. Yeah, instead of the threads being locked on and having to screw it on every 5 minutes, they just push onto your normal hole saws. You don't have to buy extra fancy hole saws. Locks into these pins, and then you just twist. Winner. Fast cap, amazing. Bit holders, couple of Wedges, because you never know when you go through a bit of wire. Tracers, man, I love tracers. Tracer Pro Scribe, what Raf got me for Christmas, bless him. Thank you, Raf, love you. Spare leads, whatnot, spare. I've got 2 of those tracers, and then this as well. I usually have this loaded with a yellow lead for when we're doing grey boards. Sharpening stone for me chiz. Oh. Yeah, the bottom box, if you're wearing a Milwaukee Packout, excuse me, you're watching this video, I'm sure your bottom box is the same. it basically has all the stuff in it you never want to get to, because it's a pain in the bum to get in down to. You've got to take everything off. Yeah, so I've just got like some long screwdrivers, polishing kit in case, a plastic polishing kit, so it's just like some headlight polisher and some bits. In case you have a scratch in the plastic we need to buff out. Basically tools I don't want to use unless I have to. Like that. Oh, I have done a bit of a trick mod to my pack out. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Got here an outdoor socket on the back of it, double socket, because when if I want my radio on charging, I can stick it on the top of my box, and I can have this lead, which just undo that like that, and I pull this lead out. It comes out 2 meters. Just send that over to the chop saw extension lead, and I'll have my radio batteries charging, and I can plug another charger in here as well, and that's just if we need to. But these days we have a charge point in the van, and we use the chargers in there, and my radio very rarely gets plugged in anymore. But it's there if I need it. I'm not taking it off, there'll be a hole in my box. Okay, so there's my circuit. I just popped it out. It's a 190 blade. It's the biggest one Milwaukee do. It's bloody awesome. There's no it won't cut. I absolutely love this stuff. I don't stall it out. It is possible to stall it out. Jack does it every time he uses it. Don't know why. But yeah, it's great. It's a great saw. It's got track compatible blade bed, so we could put it onto the Milwaukee track that they make, because they don't make a plunge saw. Don't know what they're doing, but a cordless one anyway. We have a finishing blade for it, and then that's obviously just the fence that comes with the ripstop fence that comes with it. But yeah, the angle adjustment is locked on both sides, so it gives you a really, really tight locked in angle. It cuts. You've seen that K-Star was doing all the shapes, all the angled shapes for all 3 of those jobs. I did everything on that with this one saw, and it just ate it up. Loved it. All my angles were perfect, like nice and plumb. Well, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but they were perfect, nice and plumb, and it's all down to this saw. Yeah, it was great. But like I say, this isn't an essential item. This isn't a necessity, but if you want to do a great job, you know, you want to get the best you can and give yourself the best advantage, don't you? Make your life as easy and fatigue free as possible. I'll quickly go through my tote bag and just sort of, I mean, there's loads of stuff in here. I'm not going to show you everything, but like the stuff in here that we use on the daily, I'll show you all that stuff. Like well important stuff to have. And then just some fun bits as well, because the tote bag's always full of fun bits, I find. Like a massive, just a screwdriver for prying at stuff, you know. Sometimes you just got to pry at stuff, or they're good for getting into electric boxes. Cutters, always got to have a set of cutters on. Markers, just wire cutters, in case we've got to snip something off that's in the way. I do keep a set of marble chisels on, but we don't do a great deal. They're certainly not kept in finishing condition, because we don't do it finishing timbers like that. But if we need to notch out basewood and things like that, they're kept sharp enough for that. What have we got? Scribes. Talk about scribes. I did a video showing you how to scribe without a scribe, just using a block of wood. But I mean, there's loads of different things on the market. You've seen in my middle box there, Raf's got me that Pro Scribe. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I've not used it yet. But yeah, this is another little beast that I used to swear by, to be fair, before I had my Pro Scribe. This is the Sympathy Scribe. And it is just literally, it's like some old man had a block of wood. He made this. He's drilled an hole in it, some different sizes on it, and they've been using this for years. It's just the same tactic as I was showing you the other day. But this is, it's made out of, I don't know, plastic of some kind. It's got some sizes on it, some common sizes that you might use, and it receives a pencil perfectly. So yeah, great little bit of kit, really cheap and inexpensive if you're looking to use something to scribe in surfaces with. I think I got it on Amazon. Small levels are ideal in our game, especially with us doing steps and things like that. Having a massive level in your way, just tripping over everything's no good. We've got massive levels as well because of the wood, but you need to have a nice selection, eh? Tape measure, I love my Fat Maxes, always have a 5mm Fat Max on. This stuff's really what goes on my trousers. Like a Hultaford's chisel knife is an awesome bit of kit just to have on your trouser leg. Anything, right, you've got a little bit of plastic on a cut that just needs nicking or finishing up nicely. Again, another tracer, always have my tracer on. A mechanical pencil for anyone who thinks I'm just talking gibberish, with its own little sharpener in the end. Woo-hoo. But yeah, more key items, always a set of Allen keys. We've always got something to sell with a set of Allen keys. Some Spade Bits. We'll use these in the wood, but more often than not we'll use whole saws or things like that because they're not good for plastic. They do tend to smash it about. Yeah, a little sharpening stone for my chisels. Where are we? Big concrete smasher. I say nothing greatly exciting. That's round here. These are colour match paint pens for the foil GPVC that we have. This one's a cream and white. It's like a paint pen. Sacrilege and draw on here with it, look. But yeah, that one's like a cream coloured. Takes a build up, that one. And then you've seen it cased though, we do that golden oak foil. This is a touch up pen for that, and it is. I mean, nothing shows up on this, I don't know what I'm bothering. But yeah, I mean, the grey one will show up. Anthracite grey, as soon as you do anthracite grey jobs as well. But they're great if you get a little nick in them. Or even if, when you're making the gates, cleaning up any welded edges, paint over the white where the plastic is. But probably my most used tool is my little tiny Milwaukee Level. Love this. It's near enough fits in my leg and just goes everywhere with me. It's a cracking little bit of kit. 10-year accuracy guarantee, and this level cost about 15 quid. So yeah, go get yourself one, guys. Great little hobby level. S-Wing framing hammer. Love my framing hammers. Oh, donger. Chalk lines, man. Chalk lines are essential things. And a big square. Again, if you've got a little 6-inch square, it's fine. But yeah, I just like a 12-inch square. Nice piece. You send it to gun sometimes, like. But okay, right. I'm gonna lay out now all of the tools that I think that you need to get yourself going and make a nice decking. This is it. I think I pretty much. I just feel like there should be more tools to our job, but this is it. I just feel like when my wife sees this video, she's going to say, well, why have you got all the other stuff? But this is it. This is as basic as it gets. Jigsaw, like I say, 100% an essential item. You can cut so many different things with a jigsaw. It will do so many things that other saws won't. It won't do them as good, but it will do them. Like I say, as a 100% essential item, if you just wanted to say, I'm going decking tomorrow, bang, jigsaw. Again, another one, 100% item, I'm going decking tomorrow. I'm going to need a drill. You need a drill, mate. If you don't drill the pre-drill stuff, you're going to explode. You're going to split wood. Wood doesn't like not being pre-drilled. Plastic's not so bad at it if you have certain screws. But if you're drilling using any kind of fixing with size, you need to be pre-drilling. Good impact driver is your number 3. Do you know what I mean? These are your only 3 power tools, so we're doing well here, aren't we? Yeah, your impact driver is another one, mate. You've got to drive all your screws in. You drive in on a decking, you could be anywhere like 1,000 to 2,000 screws in a day. And some of those screws, you see with our decking, you've seen us use the switchboard clips. and a 75mm drywall screw. Now, drywall screws into wood are one of the most torque demanding screws known to man, and we can drive each of us 1,000 of those a day. So having a really strong, really hefty impact driver is important, and these little bad boys will run all day long. Like I say, we'll put a job up on a battery each, no problem. Hammer, you got to hit stuff. So yeah, hammers. You always need good hammers to frame a hammer. The claw hammer, doesn't matter any kind. Now level. Now I talk about this level. I do use this level every day, and I bet I could put a job up with just that. I'm not saying how level it would be, but I bet I could put a job up with just that. Yeah, you need, ideally, you want a small level, like of about sort of 400 or 500mm, and then you need like a 6 or an 8 foot. But spirit levels are, again, you know, jobs are no good if you can't get things level, and if you start wrong, you will finish wrong. So you might as well get all the bases up as level as you can, and then just, you know, keep your way working through. But a spirit level, if I didn't have one, I don't know what I'd do. And then marking tools is the next one, really. These are your next 100% essential item. Yeah, marking tools. So basics is a pencil. Obviously I use tracing mechanical, it's nice, it's handy that it has all the features it has, but a pencil in its basic form is all you need. A good tape measure, good, accurate, reliable tape measure. Stanley Fat Max, 5 metre, beautiful piece. You don't need anything much bigger than that. You don't even need a Fat Max, but something that you can rely on will be accurate, or accurate enough. Speed squares. I couldn't live without a speed square, to be fair with you. I'm pretty sure I could use one of these every day. I'm pretty sure I do use one of these every day, sorry. Like, these two just work in conjunction with each other so well. When you make things level and you cut things square, you know, they just all go together so perfectly. If you start neglecting one in your work, if you're leveling and not squaring or whatever, things just don't start fitting together right, especially when you work out on site the way that we do. But yeah, if you can always be square and always be leveling, and you know that, like, you're going to produce good work every time. Always remember to take your time in this, guys. There's no rush. You know, you just aren't on the clock. But yeah, and then a chalk line as well. Chalk line I use so much in work. I even use it to just eyeball the straightness of our wood. I'll just pin it at one end and the other, and then pull the middle out till it matches. For cutting the boards, for just using anything. String is just invaluable. They're not expensive items. It's like a 15 quid chalk line, do you know what I mean? Get it used, guys. Get your work accurate, laid out, measured, and then before you even start cutting and drilling and screwing things, you know you're starting your game right. Obviously, there are things that aren't here that we've got to use essentials, and I mean, really, the only other thing is the chop saw. We use a DeWalt 305 chop saw, big beast, 12-inch blade. Yeah, without a chop saw, again, we'd be ruined. And we use a really good chop saw. That DeWalt chop saw is a belter. The chop saw is the only other thing that's not here, say it's in the van. That's what you would need essentials. 3, including the chop saw, then you got 4 power tools. Jigsaw for the other kind of cutting that you can't manage. Drill, got to pre-drill things. Impact driver, you know, unless you want to wind things in with a screwdriver and look like Popeye at the end of the day, you've got to have an impact driver. Hammer, you got to knock stuff. This is the final lowdown. Leveling, marking out tools. I see nothing else. No other reason you guys can't go decking or set up your own little piece like this. Right, guys, check this out. So I'm organising my pack out. This is my Saturday morning job. I figured I would get my sockets that we use with the impact drivers. We use them for our bolts and that. I figured I'd get the sockets in my top box. So I've cut a bit of foam. Oh, shysters, nearly through that. Yeah, I've cut a new bit of foam that goes in here from the piece of foam underneath, because that's where my level used to go. My little 400 Milwaukee Level. but that's going in my tote bag, and I'm sick of my sockets rolling about in my tote bag. I'm just heating this up now because I'm going to show you how it goes in. But yeah, just to get an idea, so I can put my sockets in where I want and just get in the socket that I've got, the size, because it's metal, just heating it up a little bit on my stove with a pair of pliers, obviously. And then where I want it, just boom, nailing it down in there. It's not been getting hot enough. Yeah, you get the idea, look. I'm just going to get that a bit warmer on there. And then I'll put it in. I'll bang a few more of them in and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, so check it. Ram that bad boy down into there. And I've got a little jug of water. Off she goes. Bye bye. Not bad. But yeah, I mean, they're not crazy in there. They're not held in tight. They're certainly easy to get out. I've definitely got really sore fingers. Don't know why. But I don't like getting them off rails anyway. That's why I leave them loose in my bag. But we're going to find out together whether they stay in there. I mean, I very rarely take my box off and carry it around like this, but we're going to give it a shake as well. We'll give it a fair test. Let's find out. Once again, sorry about the lack of tripod. Let's have a look. I've got my fingers crossed for this. Oh, wow. Not bad. What we lost? 8mm, 11 and a 15, whatever. Not terrible. I could handle that, because like I say, I don't really do that with my box. But yeah, not a bad tip, guys. And then like, when I did, because obviously we got them hot and then rammed them into the foam, you see a bit of foam was stuck on the bottom there. On quite a few of them. Yeah, sorry about the dining table, Cassie. Yeah, they was like burnt onto it. But I mean, they just picked off really easy when it was cold, once I got them in the water. So yeah, there you go, guys. Ooh, just giving the pack out boxes a quick clean down. The winter's not been kind at all. Oh dear, bless them, dear. Yeah, just a quick wipe. I'm not sad, I'm not polishing them or anything. Okay guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the tools that we use on a daily basis. The essentials guide, if you like, for decking, and some of the other stuff that we have that I just can't live without. And the way out of our pack outs. Yeah, if you want to see more, there's going to be more coming out throughout the week, more tools wise and things like that. So if you do want to see that, guys, get subscribed, get the bell notification on it as well. And if you like what you see, please like and get a comment down in the comment section, guys, because I love hearing from you. I want to hear your feedback on the videos and things like that, and also your feedback on like the content on the video, what you thought about it, and what we actually did. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.